How to be a leader in the dental office. Hi, I'm Dr. Avi. I'm a dentist here in Austin, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to be a leader in the dental office. I'm going to be sharing some tips, some stories, and hopefully you can learn something today. So does a dental associate need to be a leader? My opinion, absolutely. Whether or not the owner works in the office, you as an associate have to be a leader. You are still practicing as a dentist, so the staff is going to look to you in some degree to be a leader. You have to be ready to take this on. All right, so what is a leader and who can be one? A leader is someone who people look to follow. In a dental office, the leader should be the dentist. This is not the case, however, in many offices. Sometimes you're gonna see that dentists aren't confident enough to be a leader. So other people in the office assume that role. Likely it's gonna be a strong manager who assumes that role of being the leader. So there's nothing wrong with a manager being a leader in the office. It's just, you wanna make sure that the dentist is also a leader so that way the two of them can work together to move the office in the right direction. So let's talk about some good qualities that leaders have. Communication and organization is huge. To be an effective communicator, you have to be organized. As a leader, you need to really know what you want, how you want things done, and then to be able to communicate that effectively to other people. So from my personal experience, I had a lot of really good assistants when I first started practicing. Honestly, they had more experience as a dental assistant than I had as a dentist. So I naturally just leaned on them to help me out. Over time though, I realized this was a mistake. Whenever they wouldn't show up to work, I would get severe anxiety, like really bad anxiety. Because I realized that I didn't know a lot of the things that they did. So I was terrified. I didn't know where things were. I didn't know how to set up a room. I didn't know where the lab cases were kept. Just basic things that every dentist should know. But I never really was put in a position until they were gone to have to know how to do that. So this happened a few times, and a couple panic attacks later, I realized that I need to just roll up my sleeves and I really need to start to learn everything that's going on because there's a lot that I didn't know that was happening behind the scenes. I made it a goal to know everything about everything and then be able to explain that to somebody else who had no idea what was going on. This was a really key thing for me to do because as I got new assistants over time, or there were attempts I would come in to fill in, I was able to communicate to them exactly how I wanted things because I knew exactly how things needed to be done. This naturally made my life easier, but it also made the assistant's life easier because they had a very clear and drawn out process to follow. Another good quality is checking in on your team and being vulnerable with your staff. You need to form connections with your team as a leader. You are gonna find that your team is gonna be much more willing to do things for you if they actually have a connection with you. Being genuine with them and trying to form connections in the workplace is really going to help boost your overall team morale. Don't be afraid to share certain aspects of your life, like things you do on the weekend or stuff that's going on in your personal life, because this is stuff that they actually will be able to humanize you with. If anything, they're actually going to respect you more for doing that. When you are a leader, you are responsible for developing others. It is an obligation to help foster the development of your team. Whether it's teaching staff new skills or helping someone gear up for a role that they can grow into, you have to constantly be thinking about this stuff. You want your team to be happy. You want them to grow because the more that they grow, the more that they do, the better it is for everybody. Think of it in their perspective as well. Would you want to be stuck in one spot for the rest of your life? Or would you actually want to grow over time and have some hope and things to look forward to? Again, not everyone may be into this, but if this is the mindset you have, you won't lose out on things that people may actually appreciate. This is the easiest way to start building a positive culture and a positive vibe in the office. This is going to attract good talent over time. As a leader, you must be optimistic. I cannot stress this enough. So we've just been talking about how people in the office are going to look to you to lead. Now, when you are setting the tone of the office, if you are positive and optimistic, guess what? That is going to radiate throughout. If you're constantly complaining and moping and being a bore, guess what? That is going to infect the office. Negativity will spread like the plague, and once that happens, you're in trouble. Again, who doesn't want to work in a positive environment? It starts with you being at the top. Set the tone, and everyone else will catch your vibe. You'll even find that staff is going to be willing to go that extra mile when it is a positive work environment. Trust me. So I'm currently an associate, and in all the offices that I've been in, when I started to have an owner or a leader mentality about myself and how I did things, I found that a lot of success came with that, and I was able to overcome a lot more problems and challenges. There was a lot less complaining, and there was a lot more solutions that were happening, which led to positive growth. And honestly, the staff started to support me more and rally around me, and this just helped with getting a lot more things done in the office. I'm not saying you need to do everything that the owner does. I'm just saying you need to have a solutions-oriented mindset in the way that you go about stuff. You need to know your stuff and be able to communicate it. Be vulnerable and willing to develop your team. And most importantly, be optimistic. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please drill that like and subscribe button and share this with anyone else that you think may benefit from it. Have a great day.